Hey you guys, give me a moment while I look up my video, see if I can find it. No. I don't know why it takes so long to find my own live videos. Come on, find the video. I guess if I looked for my channel first, I could probably find it. There it is. Alright, let's do a sound check. Sound check. Alright, let's do a sound check. Sound check. Alright, so today we are going to talk about how to scan in stickers in high resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and get some people time to join. So I'll tell you guys the situation first. So let's see. That's kind of a fun one. Alright, so here is the sticker set that I was trying to scan in, and this is from Castle Grayskull, from the new Origins. And I wanted to scan it in because we know as time goes by, your stickers get all yucky on your playset. Even this, you can see in the box, it's kind of warped. And I might not even use these stickers. I might just use the ones I scanned in. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So, as time goes on, you want to replace these. They may get wet or ruined or bent or start flicking off the edges. So it's good to scan these in first so you have them in the future. Otherwise, you're pleading with everybody to scan them in at high res. So I want to talk about what high res is. So when you print like books and materials, usually high res is about 300 dots per inch, which really is not that high res. 600 is what we're looking for, or 1200 is what I like to use all the time. But there is some inherent issues with scanning in 1200, and I'll show you guys in a minute. So I grabbed a sticker sheet, I threw it on my scanner, I set my scanner for 1200, and I thought, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'll show you right here my scanner, and I guess I could toss those on there really quick. What the heck? Let's just do that really fast. I guess you guys cannot see my screen right now, so let me go ahead and change that back while I go toss these on my scanner. Alright, they are on my scanner. Now, I've never used the scanner on this particular computer. This will be something a little bit new. So let's go ahead and do a preview and see. Boop. Preview scan in progress. There we go. There's the stickers. Here's where you set your resolution. And of course 1200 is, you think is optimum. Now you got to choose a square where you want your things to be at. You know what? I got an extra square on here from something else I was doing. Because actually, you know what? I did use this scanner one time. I used it to make the key for Castle Grayskull. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this 1200 DPI and see how it came out. That looks pretty good, right? Except for when I zoom in, you can see all these little dots and stuff when it was printed. And it's like, oh, and you know that just looks awful. It just looks horrible having all those little dots on there. Now they may or may not show up when you go to print it, but either way it just looks bad. If you want to use this for graphics later on or something else or doing something, all those little dots like that, the Moiré effect just destroys it. So that was my issue. I thought, okay, so at 1200 it just, you know, has all these crazy little weird dots and just doesn't look very good. So I decided to go ahead and try this at 600 instead. So let me go ahead and close this. I'm going to zoom these up so I can see these better. And then here is my, oh, I did 1200 already. That's right. So let's do my 600 DPI. So here's my 600 DPI. And at 600 DPI, it does look a little better. Let's wait till the picture pops into place. But it just looks kind of blurryish now. You kind of have this blurry hue around everything, and you still have these lines and ridges you can see in the eyeball right here. You can kind of see these lines is where they used to be, and it just does not look that great. And when I tried to upscale this, it just really pulled the lines out of this eyeball right here and really displayed them, and it just looked awful. So my next thought was, you know what? Let's do it at 300 dots per inch. So here is my 300 dots per inch. And you can see when you scroll in, the colors do look really nice, but again, it has a lot of blur to it. And you can see, this is as far as I can zoom in, you can just see where these lines connect. There's like a blur right around all these. So I will show you what I did to fix this problem. I have this program, it's called Gigapixel, and it is one of my favorite programs that I use all the time. Gigapixel! And with Gigapixel, you can drop that 300 DPI right in there. Now what's cool is it actually has a trial period, so you can try it out ahead of time. Now, I should have done this ahead of time, downloading all the optimization modules, but I didn't, which kind of stinks. It's like I wish I would have done that. Now I have to wait. Anyway, I'll just show you the results because it's going to take a while. And here is the results of the clean. And since I scanned it in at a much higher resolution, I did it at 4 times, it turned this 300 DPI, 3 times 4 is 12, back to my 12. So now it's 1200 DPI. And watch when this pops into place. Let's give it a second while. Look at that. Look how clear and sharp those lines are. I mean, that is way cool. You don't have the Moiré effect. It's clean, it's sharp, it's crisp. Now, before it pops into place, it looks kind of blurry, but once it actually finishes popping into place, you'll see, there we go, bam. And that just looks really good. Now, there is a couple little flaws right here, right where the sword is. You can see there's some gray spots. You can go back with your paint program and clean this up with some yellow and just clean that right up. And that would be a great way to do that, so you can kind of see the difference. But it just looks so much better than the 600 DPI, or that 1200 DPI. And let me show you the difference. So look at these swords right here, for instance. Let's just take a look at these swords. And let me go back to the 1200. And let's just zoom in right on those same swords. And look at the difference. Look at the Moiré effect on there. It just looks awful. Awful, I tell you. And what's weird is, even though I'm using this, you can see it still has the gray right in there between the yellow. So even at a higher DPI, you're still having the same issue of the darkness right in that area, just because of the way the Moiré effect came out. So, kind of yucky. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how to scan your stickers in. So let me show you how to do this. So when you're in your scanner, you want to go to the advanced settings and you want to choose descreening. Now descreening only works at the lower res, so then you want to go to your main, set it to your 300, make sure your descreening's on, then you go ahead and do your PNG. You want to use PNG so it's the highest quality you have, and then make sure you have your box selected. I suggest you pull the sticker away from the edge so you don't accidentally cut it off. I should have done that when I was out there before I actually put it on the scanner. Don't put it right up to the edge as long as you have problems doing that. Then scan it in, make sure you have your color set, descreening on. Don't use your unsharpened mask, and leave everything else just alone. And then after you scan it in, then you use your Gigapixel, and you can see now that my Gigapixel is loaded. Process, and it has different modes. So let me go ahead and change this to 4 times. So you can see my 300 DPI. What? It's got to download the optimization module yet again. No. After I load them all in, of course, I won't have that issue. Oh well, you guys get the idea. And then I would choose Art and CG. That will give you the clearest possible one for artwork, and it makes your lines look super clean. You can see here the difference in this chair, for instance. Alright, so that's all I got right now. Somebody asked me about the stickers, so I thought I would show you guys how I did it. That's how I got really clear stickers. And I'll go ahead and post this video in the answer to the person who asked the question. And if you guys have any questions on my video, just feel free, any of the videos I have, just to ask me in the comments, and I may or may not make a video for it, and I'll tell you guys the answer. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and play my outro, and I will see you guys next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and check out my Facebook. Bye now.